Hey guys, so for today's review, we've got the new 2022 Lock, Shock, and Barrel with masks being sold at Walmart this year for $34.98 each. If you want to buy all three, it's going to be around $105, and then with tax, I'd say $114 just for a ballpark, being taxed, just fluctuating for everyone. So they are wearing the masks this time. Last year, we got these, but they were not. I for sure prefer them. That is why I decided to pull the trigger and buy these. I will be doing a C7 swap in because I just despise the LEDs that these come with. Just do not look good whatsoever. You've got your 2021 box art that they just carried over from last year. Honestly, I wish they would do what Lowe's is doing. Those boxes look phenomenal, and Nightmare Before Christmas just blends in with every other Disney, license that they produce for inflatables. And I wish that Nightmare Before Christmas, stood out a little bit because it is for sure their top line. It took me forever to track these things down because I had to rely on a family member who lives around 4 hours away from me, and the store that they went to was the only store around them that carried all three at one time. Availability for these things is at a premium, so if you're still looking to track down the trio, then you might just be SOL. Hopefully not, and you have better luck than I did. I just did not expect, three kind of normal cheap fans to be so highly sought after, and they really are. So with that, let's go ahead and open them up. I tried to maintain the alignment of the boxes as much as possible. I kind of succeeded, so here they are in their bags. Now, I mentioned in my spider review that I thought it was weird the adapter was already connected to the wire, and that's just a new 2022 thing that they're doing. Someone mentioned it in the comments of that video, and now I know. Because the spider was my first 2022 cheap fan, I was unaware of that, but now I know. It makes sense because it saves them cost of actually producing a cardboard case. The cardboard cases were really useless anyway. They got wet, they were just done for. So this does save you a little bit of time that's just being connected right off the bat. Anyway, let's go ahead and inflate them. I'll say I'm definitely a fan of them. I think at 5 foot, that really is the perfect height. Now, you've got banners for each. I really think that's totally unnecessary. I am contemplating cutting them off. I was actually going to cut them off prior to filming, and I decided that I would let you have your opinions on the banners before I make that permanent change. I don't know. I think it's just a little extra. I think they captured the masks really well. They look very much like they did in the movie. What I don't like is the fact that Barrel seems to be bigger than the other two, and in the movie he seems to be the smallest one, if I recall correctly. So there is that kind of discrepancy, if you will. We'll move to the side to get a better look. They do look good from all angles. I am very much pleased. I can't really imagine though getting like a 4 foot one. I know Lucas got the 4 foot ones, and I just think that's a little too small. They would have a tough time standing out at any less than 5 foot, in my opinion. We'll move over to the tether. So I've actually got all of them staked down. Being a cheap fan, they only come with 2 tethers, at least a 5 foot cheap fan, there are only 2 tethers. I kind of half-assed locks. If we move over to here, you will see what I'm talking about. It's a review, so I don't put too much effort into getting them really prepped and ready to go. All I got to do is film an inflation for them to stand up on their own, and they will be set. Now, taking a look at the back, we will find 2 LEDs for all 3, as well as a medium-sized cheap fan, and then of course underneath 1 lone zipper. I want to say something about Lock's hat. So it gets definitely scrunched up. It's supposed to be kind of pointed up like this. At least that's what it has on the box, but because it is this kind of material where it just gets bent, and you really just gotta really, not iron it, but like flatten it out as much as you can, it will have this kind of, scrunched up look to it. That's just a product of what it is. It doesn't bother me. It's just, you gotta have it as best as you can. That's really all I have to say about these 3. I recommend them. They're cool. They look great together, and they'll definitely hold their own. They are a nice size. They're in scale with a lot of other Nightmare Before Christmas characters that you can purchase, I think, with Finkelstein and, etc. These are going to look great to add to that. There's a lot of LCB options out there. You've got your individuals, and then you also have the ones where they're just connected to one inflatable, such as the mayor, as well as the bathtub, and then, of course, that one that was, I think, sold last year with that type of green base at the bottom. That is by far my least favorite lock, shock, and barrel inflatable. This is for sure top 3. I count this as kind of one inflatable. So this is for sure top 3, maybe even top 2. I still think the bathtub and the Mayor are some of the best, but this comes very close. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye.